Hi everyone, welcome back. So in our previous tutorial, we understood how do we open an Excel worksheet. So now in this tutorial, let's try to understand something more about ribbons and exactly how your worksheet looks like and what are the different parts of it are called. So let us first start by file. Okay, so coming to file. So once I click on this option, let's see what I find over here. So you can see there are different options which are listed over here. We have option for information, new is for opening a new worksheet. Okay, then you can save the worksheet, you can print it, you can share it, export. There are various options, and with respect to account also there are various options, like you want to change your account settings or something, you have the option for that too over here. Okay, so I'm not going to go into details of files, so just wanted to let you know that these are the various options which are present once you click on file. Let's come to one of the cell over here. I'm going to teach you in next tutorial what we exactly mean by cell. Okay, so can you see the status bar over here? It's in ready mode. So what does it mean? It means that you can start typing in your Excel worksheet. Okay, so since it is in ready mode, I have written Excel over here. Now can you see? Once I double click in this cell, again I'm going to show you this in detail. Just wanted to show you what the status bar is. It means that I'm trying to edit my cell. So it's now in edit mode. Once I click on enter, I'm coming to the next cell, and can you see again the ready status bar is now visible over here. Okay, so this is about the status bar. What do we see over here? Okay, so this is called as a toolbar with which I can scroll sideways. Okay, so if there are many sheets and you want to scroll, you can do it with this toolbar. And for scrolling upwards and downwards, I am having this scroll bar. So can you see the scroll bar over here? This can be used for scrolling upwards and downwards. Okay, so since we were talking about the ribbons, and when I started this tutorial, I told you that we are going to learn in detail about ribbons. So let's try to understand what are ribbons now. Okay, so can you see this area over here? This entire thing is called as ribbon. So home, insert, page, layout, formulas, these are various tabs within the ribbon. Okay, so these are various tabs which are given. So coming to the home tab, let's first try to understand what the home tab is. So home tabs again has different categorization. So once I click on home, you can see subcategories for clipboard, for font. Okay, so this is for font. For alignment, we have different options written over here. Again, same thing goes with number. We have different options over here for styles, cells, and editing. So there are various subcategories which are present within the tabs of the ribbon. And again, let's come to one of the subcategories. Let's take this first one only. So within this clipboard, we have these groups, okay, which are present. Individual functions which we can use for editing our worksheet. For font also, we have various groups which are present. Okay, so let's say for font, I want to explore some more functions. So how can I do it? So for that also there is a solution. We have this, can you see this small dialog toolbox over here? Okay, so it has additional font settings. Okay, so let's click on this. I have clicked on this, and now these are all the format cell functions which are present. For example, we have something for number formatting. So this basically is the different types of formatting that you can apply to the cells. We are going to see this also in detail. So let's just try to find out what are the different options available for your font. Okay, we can do something with respect to the alignment. We have horizontal, vertical alignment, various options for text control, text direction are present. Coming to the font, there are different font size. Currently, we have Calibri body which is selected, which is displayed over here. Font size, we have 11 which is selected, which is again displayed over here. Okay, and the font style, whether you need it to be regular, italic, bold, we generally have the regular font style, so it is displayed over here. Again, if you make it italic, bold, or you want to underline it, you can do it from here also. We also have the option for the font color, which again you can change it from here also. So similarly, we have different tabs for formatting the cells. With respect to border, we have option for fill, that is you can fill the cell with different colors, and finally for protection. So each and everything will be dealt with once we start with understanding more the functions about Excel and once we start our case. So just to let you know that this is with respect to font. Okay, let's move forward now. Coming to the insert tab. Now suppose in my Excel sheet I want to insert a picture. So how do I do it? I go to the insert tab and I click on picture. Okay, from wherever I have saved my picture, I can select it from there and I can insert it. Similarly, I can insert table, I can insert pivot tables. Majorly, when we talk about inserting something in Excel, you will always remember about charts and graphs. Okay, so charts and graphs form a very important role of Excel, and we are going to see that in detail also. So you can insert various types of charts and graphs. Okay, let's try to insert something. Let's make use of this function. So I'm trying to insert a shape. Okay, this is the option for inserting shapes. Can you see? Let's try to insert a rectangle from here. I'm selecting this. I just need to click on this. I'm clicking on this. And once I see this plus sign, I will just drag my mouse. So how much big I want the shape to be, I'll drag it to that extent. So you can decrease the size, you can increase the size, you can change the color of this as well. So for that, how will you do it? You will go to the format option. Once I have my shape selected, I'll go to the format option and I'll go to shape fill and I can select any of the shape. Okay, so this is with respect to insert tab that we saw. Coming to the page layout tab. Okay, so now page layout basically deals with how you want your page to look like, whether you want margins, how you want the orientation to be, whether it should be portrait. We currently have it in a portrait mode. You can change it to the landscape mode as well. You have different themes as well over here. And a very important thing that you have over here is grid lines. I'll show you. We currently have view option as checked. So let's see what happens if I uncheck it. Can you see all the lines are now gone? Okay. So again, this is one form of formatting your worksheet. You can see that in some of the future videos as well as in the advanced Excel course, you can view the use of grid lines there. Then yeah, these are other options as well which are present, and as and when you require it, you can come to the specific tabs and use it. Coming to the next tab, we have formulas. Okay, so I'll just delete this shape. We do not require it. Now, when do we use formulas? So if you have a lot of numbers and you want to analyze something, you want to use different formulas, you can come to this specific tabs. Okay, so AutoSum formula. AutoSum generally means that sum is wherein you add something. AutoSum is a direct function of Excel which will help you to AutoSum whichever numbers are present in your Excel sheet. You can also have recently used formulas. What do I mean by recently used? As in, I have used some formula before, so you do not want to get into hassle of looking at again and again. So you can just click on recently used and make use of whichever formulas you want to. You also have the categorization for financial formulas. Okay, so these are various types of financial formulas that are present. For example, coupons and for duration. So different types of formulas, financial formulas are present in this category. Logical formulas, very interesting and very useful. Okay, we are also going to see some of these formulas. If formulas we're going to see in some of the future tutorials. So logical formulas are all present over here. Then we have formulas with respect to text, date and time. Date and time formulas, yeah, again, they are very useful. So you can check these formulas as well. lookup and reference, math and trigonometry, and more functions. When we come to more functions over here, you will see there are various statistical formulas, various engineering formulas, cube formulas. So all different categories of formulas are present. So basically Excel will give you a lot of different options when you come to formulas, and these are, I must tell you, quite handy for formatting and editing your worksheet. Okay, coming to the next tab, that is data tab. Now data tab we generally use when you are sourcing your data from somewhere. Maybe it is from Access or from web. You can use the data tab. There are various functions which are present. You can sort your data, okay, from A to Z or Z to A. You can alphabetically sort your data. You can filter your data. There's something also called as what if analysis. Now in the basic Excel 2016 course, we are not going to discuss it because it's an advanced formula. So if you have registered for advanced Excel course, you will find the use of this formula. Again, a very handy formula.